Alrighty, YouTube, it's your boy Zxous, so we're back another Goddess of Victory Nikke video. And in today's video, we're going over the Japanese tier list. It is here. They have it updated with Kiri. They have it updated with Naga and Tia, I believe, as well. I haven't actually seen the rankings, so let's just go. I was just linked this, so let's take a look. Make sure you guys subscribe. We're trying to get 9,000 subs by the end of November, right? I know until October, but we want to get 9K by the end of November, so subscribe, right? But let's look at this, right? So obviously, I think what we want to see the most is what the Japanese, rank the schoolgirls. Obviously, we're gonna take a look at Kiri as well. But with the schoolgirls, I know there's like the beef between the bunny girls and schoolgirls. In my opinion, like my final opinion, I think obviously both of them are great characters. I don't want to say they're the same. I think their rankings should always be the same, realistically, because I don't want to say one is better than the other. Maybe one is slightly better than the other. In my opinion, I'll talk about it after I see this. I think schoolgirls are better personally, and I'll talk about that a bit more later. But let's take a look at their rankings. Okay, so Kiri is an A tier character. A plus is where. So wait, the Japanese tier list did it weird. So okay, Naga and Tia are SS. I believe, was that the highest tier? It was. Okay, so SS is. I'm gonna just rank it like this, right? This is SS. This is S. This regular S is A, B, C, and then D. So where it says B below, convert that to D. Where it says A, make that C. Where it says A plus, make that B. And then S is A. And then this is regular S and S. The tiers here are so silly. To have A and then an A plus and then an S, then an S plus and then an SS. The tiers are really just so silly in my opinion. But let's take a look. So Naga and Tia are both in the SS tier, which is fine. I think both of them should be in the highest tier, right? I think both of them are great. Again, it's arguable who's better between bunny girls and schoolgirls. I think a lot more people are saying schoolgirls are better now, and now that they actually, have gotten to see how both of them work together and see how fantastic they are. A lot of people summon for them and stuff like that. But I think the biggest problem that people have, I think Naga's banner might be gone by now. But I think the biggest problem people have is with these two characters is that they have the schoolgirls and they have to choose between one of the two. Right? I think that's the biggest issue that people are gonna have. Now you can actually have a scary comp with this team, or at least with some of these characters, right? The thing about the bunny girls is that they don't work unless you use those two characters together specifically, right? Because they get their like full capability when they're on the same squad, right? When somebody from their squad is on the team. Where it comes to Naga and Tia, they don't have to be used together. There's alternatives, right? For example, Naga. If you use Naga with Ether, Ether is a character who can help Naga get her full capabilities. And the thing about Ether is she's an electric code ally as well. So if they ever end up adding like Element Tower, you're not going to be able to use the schoolgirls together like how you are going to be able to use the bunny girls together, but you still have the other options for Naga and Tia. And that's the good thing in my opinion, right? Because if you look at Tia, a great character or a great partner for her is Litter, and she's also of the Iron Code. So obviously that statement doesn't matter right now, but if Element Tower, any element based content does come into the game, they do have those other options, right? And then again, because they have other options, you don't need to have both of them. It's better to have both of them, but let's say I summon for Naga and I summon for Tia, and I don't pull Tia, but I pull Naga. I no longer have currency, and then Tia's banner goes away. Again, there's other options, right? Where I know a lot of people have Blanc alone and no Noir, so they can't use her because she really benefits from having Noir, or people have Noir and no Blanc, and then again, Noir doesn't really benefit that much from having Blanc realistically, but you would want to have her with Blanc. So in my opinion, I think the schoolgirls are slightly better. I think when it comes to their damage supporting, because it's really just damage and survivability support. When it comes to damage support, the schoolgirls are probably the best at it. It's not even close for their damage support and the bunny girls damage support. It's not even close. When it comes to survivability, you can argue it, because obviously the survivability comes from literally just Blanc of the bunny girls, where when it comes to Naga and Tia, you get survivability from both of them. Tia heals and recovers cover HP. Naga heals and gives cover, recovers cover HP, and then Tia, I guess she gives everybody a shield. She taunts, increases her max capacity of her cover, recovers her own cover HP. It's a very, very crazy combination, right? They just do so much together, right? I do feel like, but it is arguable who's better, because let's say you're in a sense where you have indomitability on Blanc, and then she puts it on Modernia, and then Noir dies, right? There's that. But with Tia, you can control her taunt too, realistically, so you can have her taunt on and off if you want her to get hit, or if you don't want her to get hit. It's a very nice combination with the schoolgirls, in my opinion. But realistically, I think both of them are the same tier. Kiri being an A, so in this case it'd be SSSAB. So her being in B tier is fine. I think in my tier list, I put her in C tier, but I was like, at the end there, I was like, maybe because of just her heals, I'll put her in B tier. She's not that great of a character realistically, but her heals are still very good, right? I think if I do ever need a burst 3 healer, she's going to be my main pick, because she probably is the best burst 3 healer in the game that I can think of, right? Before probably would have been Helm. Not. Ooh, am I forgetting a burst 3 that heals besides Helm? I don't think so. I think Helm is the only one. So Kiri is probably better than Helm now when it comes to that, because she just heals everybody off a very nice percentage of her max HP for 10 seconds, right? Very, very good. Basically Blanc's heal, but I believe a higher percentage, which is crazy. And she's a supporter as that, so very nice. But yeah, her tier is fine. Her tiered up with Summer Neon is probably accurate. Yeah, Isabel Julia, that is an accurate tier. It really is. But I say she's better than Brid? Probably not. Maybe this is the only thing I don't agree with. Brid at that low, like crazy to me, because I think Brid is probably better than Julia, personally. But it's fine. But yeah, the biggest thing here is that Naga and Tia are here, and then Bunny Girls are here. I think, again, it's not like one is leagues better than the other. I just think that one is slightly better, and then it's, what the heck? Okay, whatever that was. I think one is better than the other, and then probably just better to. I mean, it doesn't matter who you have, but I just think they should be in the same tier, guaranteed. So yeah, this is the JP tier list. I think obviously a lot of people consider this tier list much more factual than like I think Private's tier list is still always great. I think a lot of people consider this one more because the Japanese players that go with calculations and stuff like that, like like calculations and testing like that. One of those type of testers. Well, I think multiple people test this and then put it here. Same with Pradwin. I think you could, like, as an individual character, when it comes to Naga, Tia, Blanc, or Noir, as individuals, you could rank like maybe one of them higher than the other, but I think overall, like, as the solo character and even just overall as the duo, I think each character deserves to be in the highest tier, right? I think they're game-changing characters, right? It really is crazy what Naga and Tia are doing. A lot of people did say to wait for solo raid to come as well, and then see how the schoolgirls, they were like, schoolgirls are not going to work, but in solo raid they kind of smashed, right? Especially with the Modernia boss, they destroyed, they literally cooked. So yeah, I mean, the Union Raid is coming out more as well, so we can try this out with more difficult bosses as well to see what's really going on. But the survivability is definitely there with the schoolgirls as well. The shield, the healing, cover HP, that's a lot. And then obviously the survivability is there with the bunny girls with basically perma healing, because you're healing on and off a full burst. And to get to a full burst after a full burst doesn't take long with the bunny girls at all. So you're basically healing on the entire game essentially with them. And you do have the indomitability for one ally as well. But I think both of these characters are great, right? I think it's kind of silly to say one is leagues above better. In my opinion, I think it's crazy to say one is leagues above better. I would just say they're either on par or slightly better. And if I was to say slightly better, I would go to the schoolgirls, because their damage support is leagues above Bunny Girl's damage support. But survivability is kind of neck and neck. But I do think in terms of what, I don't know, would I say the Bunny Girls have better survivability? Like, mechanics than the schoolgirls? Let me know in the comments down below, because again, the schoolgirls has healing, recover HP, and a shield every burst skill rotation for all allies, so no matter who gets hit, they're gonna be fine. Where bunny girls basically have perma healing and indomitability every burst rotation to one ally, right? And the shield as well. Let me not forget that Blanc also has a shield as well, right? It's not really noticeable. I think that's like, it's just not noticeable that much, because you need 120 bullets, and then it's just like not really noticing it much. But Blanc does have a shield as well. She does have a shield as well, but he'll give the shield to everybody. Nage heals everybody. Recover HP, and then you're forced to bring another burst one as well, which could hurt your team if you do think it hurts your team. But in my case, for me personally, it never will hurt me, because I would love to use Tia with Dorothy or Litter, right? So it's always a blast for me when I use these characters. But you guys let me know what you think. As long as we all just understand that they're like on same tier for sure, then it doesn't really matter who's better. I mean, at the end of the day, majority of us have all of them, so it doesn't matter who's really better if we still have all of them, right? Right. I mean, I guess technically it will still matter, but like in the sense of who we have, we'll probably have them. If there was a placement I think I would change, probably Rapunzel. I probably would put Rapunzel at the very top. I don't know. She's like, with all the healers we're getting more and more healers. And we're getting pretty good healers, right? Like Mary's a pretty good healer. Marciana's a pretty good healer. Maybe that's holding Rapunzel down more, because we're getting much more options now. Does that make sense? We're getting so much more options. And technically it's not hurting her performance, but yeah, I guess technically it's not. So yeah, put her in probably in the highest tier. Maybe A2. It might be a reach to put A2 this high. It really might be a reach, but let me know. Would you guys put A2 in the highest tier? She really is crazy. She really is. She just needs a healer. But she really is a crazy character. She dominates down there all content. So I don't know. But you guys let me know what you think. It's your boy Zxous, and I'm out.